Hello, good morning everyone. It's me Sushil Thakur, computer teacher. Welcome back again in Monastic online classes. All of you are knowing last two parts I've discussed database management system. Today next part, Miss part 3, I'm going to discuss that is MS Access. Last two parts discuss basic terms, common terms about the two questions related to two questions, that important topics, data, information, database, their types, features, database management system, database administrators, etc. Today next part is MS Access, Microsoft Access. I already told you today our topic is Microsoft Access. From here also second parts of the question, two types of question will be asked from here, subjective and objective. Both subjective and objective question will be mentioned from MS Access. So let's start MS Access. What is MS Access? MS Access is a relational database management system. A relational database management system because it helps to create the relationship between more than two tables, two or more than two tables. I mean, we can access the data from multiple tables, from different tables. So before that, to access the data from the different tables, first we have to create the relationship between one table to another table. So that's why it creates the relationship between two or more tables. So it is called Relational Database Management System, in abbreviation RDBMS. You can see here, Microsoft Access is one of the most powerful and flexible relational database management system that helps to create and maintain related data in the form of tables. It allows a user to retrieve information from more than one table at a time. Already told you, it creates the relationship between two or more than two tables. And it is flexible in this sense, it can use this application, can use in any of the platform, any of the computers, Microsoft Windows based operating system. It is called flexible relational database management system, and we can retrieve the information from different more tables whenever there is the relationship. Now after that, I am going to discuss about features of databases. What are the features of databases? What are the advantages of databases? First, you can say it enables to implement data in tabular form. So once we create the data, once we store the data into the table, means tabular forms, rows and columns, then we can implement that later on also. It updates the indexes automatically. Means whenever we need to sort the data, arrange the data, before that we have features of MS Access, features of table is to change into the properties into the indexes. So after indexes, we can sort of the data frequently. So it updates indexes automatically. It shares data with other applications such as Word, Excel or web pages. This MS Access database, data stored in MS Access, we can share to the different application, Windows based applications. Some are given here: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, web pages, any others application also. It shows the relationship between rows of various tables. All of you are knowing that in MS Access, data stores in tabular form. Tabular form I means in rows and column. So that rows, before to display, we can create the relationship between different rows from different tables. It works as front-end development tools. It provides end user applications developer environment. Now, what we can do in MS Access? What are the facilities of the MS Access? So according to our syllabus, there are different objects. You can see here, there are different objects of MS Access: table, query, form, reports, pages, macro, module, etc. So many are there. Objects are there. Among them, in our syllabus, according to NEB syllabus, there are 4: table, query, form, reports. This question will be asked from that first 4 objects: table, query, form, reports. These are in our syllabus. So students have to prepare about these 4 objects. Among them, table is the main objects of MS Access. Table is the primary objects of MS Access, because without table, nothing is possible in MS Access database. Not only in MS Access, I think in all of the databases needs first the table. After table, we can create the another any of the objects, that is query, form, reports, any other else. So table is a primary objects of MS Access. First, user have to create the table. After that only next object, with the help of, with the supports of table, we can create. So now I am going to discuss about one by one different objects. So first, table. What is table? Beginning, I told you table is the main objects of MS Access. Table is the tabular form of database. Table is the basic structures of database, which can create having the multiples rows and column. Numbers of rows and columns gathered together, that is called table. So table is the basic structures that stores the different data according to different topics, having the different rows and columns. You can see here the basic structure of a relational database that helps to store the data in tabular form using rows and columns is called tables. Because without row and column, table can't forms. Anytime you will create the table, the first how many rows and columns required, first we have to determine that. According to that, we will create the table. It's a very important point. It is a primary objects of MS Access. For objective question, this line is very important question. May I ask which one is the primary objects of the MS Access table, query, form, report? So answer is table. So this line is very important. Now, what are the features of table? So you can see now there are various features of table, one after another here given. There are different objects, different features. I have mentioned here 5 different features. Number 1, each table represents an identical subject or topics. Means while we create the table, then what are the topics, what are the subjects, what we need to store into the table? According to that, first we have to determine. So we can see in table and different subjects, different topics, data. Each record stores data for one topics. So here one example. You can see here serial number, name, class, roll. So as a whole, this is called table. This is called table. In table, different columns are there, different rows are there. Collectively, this whole structure is called table. So this is the fields. Later on I will discuss. This is the fields. According to that, we will fill the records. These are called records. So this time different topics are different, it addresses the different things, serial number, name, class, roll number. And this is one student's record. So different topics, different column contains the records. So each record stores data for one topics. Each field stores a single piece of data for a records. So according to different fields we will enter the data that will complete the records. A relationship is established with the help of functional primary key. So to create the relationship, primary key should be created. After creating the primary key, that primary key creates the relationship between one table to another. That will be discussed later on. All the fields are related to the primary key. Field records while enter the data into the fields. That depends on primary key. If primary key has been created, though it is optional. Created, then according to primary key, user have to fill the data into the particular tables. Now, next topic we have parts of table. What are the parts of table? You can see here 5 parts are here. In 5 parts collectively creates one table. Number 1, fields. Number 2, records. Number 3, data. Number 4, primary key. Number 5, index. Main is fields, records, data. These are the compulsory. Other primary key, indexes. So field, in bracket mention their column. Simple name of field is column. General language, spreadsheet language, field is column. In database language, that column is called fields. Means field and column are the same thing. Alternate name of field is columns. Column everywhere using, fields related to the database only. So field, column, all of you are knowing columns, everywhere using the columns. Vertical separator of the table. Can see here? Vertical separator of the column. Table is called column. Here that is called fields. So serial number, name, class, roll number. 4 fields are mentioned in this table. So column heading is called field titles. Column heading, here serial number, name, class, roll number. These are called column titles. So column is called fields. Next we have the records. So already discussed, according to the fields we will enter the data into the table, we will fill the data into the table, then complete data is called one records. So here is records, rows. According to different columns we fill the data, that will called record. So horizontal line of the table is called records. And what will be mentioned into the cell according to row and column, according to field and records, that is called data. Means particular cell data is called data. Particular value, simply you can say value of the table is called data. Now we have next topic, primary key. Next part is primary key. Very important topic is for the examination point of view. Almost question will be asked, what is primary key, what are their features. Each and every year you will see question, and anyway one question is related to the primary key. Either answer question, not answer question, then objective questions, but question from primary key you can see in previous question banks, almost this question. So what is primary key? What is primary key? So primary key is the main key of the table. Primary key is the important field of the table that helps to store the unique data. Primary key helps to store the unique data into the table, non-repeated data into the tables. So all description we will see later on. And that index is also the parts of the table that helps to sort the data, that helps to arrange the data. Now there are different parts description you can see here. First fields, I have already discussed. The title, name of the column that holds the particular categories of data is known as field. It is also called attribute. Things to learn, alternate, field is also called column, field is also called attributes. Maximum 64 characters can be used for field name. Maximum means 1 to 64 characters of the name we can create the field. Things to remember. Alternate name of field is attribute. Alternate of field is called column for objective questions. Record. Collection of data horizontally for each field is known as record. A record is complete information about an entity, which according to fields, all the fields value you will enter, then that is one record. It is also known as tuple. Just like field is called attribute, same as record is called tuple. Things to learn. Now next part is primary key. So primary key is the special keys. Primary key is the important keys, important fields of the table which is uniquely identified for each records. There are important features of the primary key. Main features are: primary key does not hold the duplicate value. Duplicate value means repeated value. Primary key does not accept the null value means empty. Empty value will not record except by the primary key. So these two are the main features of primary key. One is helps to create the relationship. Things to learn. Primary key does not accept duplicate value, that is called data redundancy. It does not hold null value means empty value, nothing than at least 0 you have to put there. It also helps for setting relationship between tables. So while we create the relationship between one table to another table, primary key must be created before. Now, related to primary key, there are two more keys. Yes, we can say there are two types of primary key: foreign key and composite key. So let's see what is composite key. The primary key based on more than one field is known as composite key. So while create the relationship between in different table, different fields, that is composite key, and you will create the primary key between one table to another table to create the relationship, that is foreign key. A field in the child means next table, or linked or related table which stores data from the master table, primary key field for the purpose of maintaining the relationship between two tables. Next parts, index. Index is used to keep the data in organized form and helps faster retrieval of data. So I have already discussed, index helps to sort the data, arrange the data, that helps to faster retrieval, means fastly, easily you can sort arranged data. Next topics we have the relationship. So already discussed that without relationship we can't create the relational database. So what is a relationship? Relationship helps to create the data relation between one table to another tables. Relationship is the key features of all the RDBMS. This is basic features of RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, that defines how the individual data tables with related information are linked. Means how to share the data from one table to another linked table. Relationship is based on the use of the foreign key and the primary key. It's important point to learn. Maintaining the relationship between two tables is known as referential integrity. Things to learn. This is what is referential integrity. So there are different types of relationship that you are reading everywhere. In even math also you are reading. What are the types of relationship? So basically there are 4 types of relationship: one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many. So while create the relationship between one table to another table related to one fields, each that is one-to-one. So an example is here: one car, one driver. One car, one driver. Means a driver can drive one car only at a time. Driver, boss. Teacher, student. While one student and one teacher interacting between two, that is one-to-one. One-to-many. One-to-many. Here one example is boss and passengers. Let's see, in one bus can carry the many of the passengers. Maybe 5, maybe 40 according to their number of seats. So that is boss and passenger, the example of one-to-many relationship. Many-to-many. Readers and book. While you go in library, then there are many books are there, but same books are always there. So many readers, different time, different readers are going in library and reading that same book. So readers and book. Patients and doctor. Patients and doctor. Many of the patients are going to visit the one doctor. Another is many-to-many. So while teachers going in the regular class, we'll talk about the one period, and that is the relationship one-to-many. But we'll talk about the whole periods. Then many different periods, different teachers are going there, and many teachers are going there, and students are in each class, the many students are there. So many examples, teachers and students. Now in this parts only this much. More we'll discuss in next parts, having with the different topics, important topics. Thank you.